Hello everyone, I just watched a new horror movie, Final Destination. I mean Truth or Dare, I mean Slenderman, I mean Countdown, I mean The Bye Bye Man, I mean Ouija, I mean Tarot. God damn it, here we go again. I still didn't get the chance to see Late Night with the Devil yet, so what I did instead was go watch another horrible, lazy piece of hot garbage to then complain about it on the internet. The cycle continues.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
So Tarot is this new film directed by the guy who wrote Moonfall, so you know we're in for a quality picture. And in this one, some college kids read tarot cards, and then monsters show up and kill them. And when I say college kids play with tarot, I mean, like, that's the first scene of the movie. It opens and they're already in an Airbnb. Oh, how do we get there? Who are all these people? Well, you're never gonna find out. It's like the movie forgot about having a beginning and just went straight to the inciting incident, and therefore we know nothing about the characters that we're gonna spend 90 minutes with. What are their personalities like? What are their goals in life? What are their names? I don't know. Except for the typical comic relief character whose jokes land about 15% of the time, everybody else feels completely interchangeable because they are agonizingly bland. Like a black hole sucked every ounce of charisma out of everyone, so they end up just being good-looking stock character number 1, good-looking stock character number 2, good-looking stock character number 3. It's impossible to be invested in the conflict of the story when I have no idea who these people are. Take a look at the two worst horror films of the year so far, Night Swim and Imaginary. Well, I can at least remember that this guy used to play baseball, and this lady had a creepy imaginary friend when she was younger. They're terrible characters, but they are characters nonetheless. But who is this protagonist? What does she do? What, she read tarot when she was younger? Well, that's all I got for you. There's nothing about her character that makes her stand out. Like, there's no reason for her to be the protagonist. Well, okay, but maybe the kills are fun at least. I'm sure they're bloody and gory and
PG-13.
Oh, a little splash of blood on the wall for half a frame is the best you're gonna get here. At one point, somebody gets sawed in half by a creepy magician, which is a pretty cool idea. That whole scene was by far the best of the movie, but since they can't show anything, I wasn't even sure what had just happened. You have to guess that is most likely what happened, but it's all implied. They wrote death scenes that they couldn't even shoot properly. Like, the Final Destination movies are at least fun, the deaths are fun, the setups are fun, the lore is simple and effective. The characters aren't great or anything, but you at least know who they are. You know who to root for. Yeah, these are just perfectly fine and enjoyable little horror movies. But this is the awful dollar store version of Final Destination, like an old moldy bread at Dollar Tree with some modern awful tropes borrowed from Truth or Dare, Countdown, Ouija, and The Conjuring. Yeah, just throw that in the mix, why not? From beginning to end, my face when watching Tarot was just like that Robert Downey Jr. meme. The whole time, that was me. Eye roll after eye roll. Eye roll when a shitty stupid joke doesn't land. Eye roll when a monster passes in front of the camera real quick with a loud violin sound. Eye roll when there's a monster behind, camera pans, then pans back and it's gone. Eye roll when somebody gets killed but it's PG-13 so we just don't see anything. Eye roll when a monster screams loudly while running towards the camera. That must have happened like 10 times, by the way. Eye roll when they use the internet to give the audience exposition and then seek help from an older lady who explains all the lore. You know, like in every fucking horror movie you've seen in the last decade. Eye roll every time there's a fake jump scare. Eye roll when there's stupid flashbacks. It's so bad. Everything is so bad. They can't even do the scares right. They just come off as silly or lame. At one point, one of the characters is being chased by a monster in a subway, and the whole time he looks mildly inconvenienced at best. It's not even underacting. There's just like no acting whatsoever. Maybe he was thinking about what he was gonna get for dinner that night. I don't know. And I haven't even talked about how stupid this movie is. This script is a whole new level of bad. Just stupid plot, stupid characters. At one point, after like 3 or 4 people died exactly the way the tarot cards predicted, the guy from Spider-Man literally goes, "Nah, I don't believe in this crap." And then he just walks off. Bye. What are you, stupid? You dumb motherfucker? It's so frustrating. There's no reason for him to do that but to force some dumb conflict and have the characters split up. I was so pissed off when the film ended that I decided to secretly sneak into a showing of Challengers. That's right, I'm a silly little goblin who doesn't follow the rules. And thank God I did that because it saved my night. Challengers was amazing. The acting, the cinematography, the themes, the stakes, Trent Reznor's techno house music, Zendaya's horny ass face. Hell yeah, I loved it. 9 out of 10. Alright, what was I talking about before? Oh god, please no. Every time I hear people say a new movie was written by AI, I always go, nah. They can't go that low, can they? I know it's the popular thing to say nowadays, but surely they'd never actually do this, right? The future of cinema can't be this dark. I try to be optimistic and believe that even when a movie is awful, it was at least made by a real person who tried something and failed.
However, AI and machine learning technologies have started to play a role in various stages of the filmmaking process, including script writing.
Oh. Well, I would be absolutely shocked to hear that ChatGPT didn't at the very least help write that shitty stupid fucking script, if not write the whole thing on its own. I mean, there's no other way. How else can you excuse this? Tarot is a mix of every single stupid, overdone tropes you've seen 1,000 times before, just shamelessly cramming them in one after another. There is not an ounce of creativity, there is not an ounce of personality or style, it's just following a formula and being derivative and uninspired. And if I was the director or somebody that worked on this film, if you can even call it that, I would be horribly embarrassed. And I would be ashamed to ask people to pay money to see this trash. How dare you? I didn't think we could get something worse than Imaginary this year, because that film was so generic. But Tarot is worse than just a generic horror film for teens. It's insultingly lazy, it's extremely frustrating, and thank God there was a threesome movie about tennis playing right after so I could change my mind and have a good time. 1 out of 10. Fuck you. Alright, well thanks for watching. This was highly therapeutic. I feel better now. And until next time, keep watching horror movies. It's good for your health. Bye bye.